everybody and welcome on board this Fairline Targa 40 for a good look around a cockpit in glorious virtual reality. So what does that mean to you? Well, that means that all you need to do is click and drag or swipe your screen up, down, left or right, and you can look around where you like, when you like. You don't have to look where I'm looking. And we hope that this really great idea will give you an idea as to what it's like to be on board this boat without actually being here. How cool is that? So here we are in the cockpit, and I'm going to start at the back of the boat, so I'm going to take a bit of a walk out of here. And as you can see, I can walk all the way down to the swim platform here, all the way from port to starboard as much as I like. There's loads of room down here. We have a swim ladder to get on board. All of this lifts up to allow a dinghy and an outboard to be stored inside as well as lots of other gear. And on the left hand side, or the port side here, we have a good companionway here up to the port side deck, and we go straight past a great big mooring cleat here, which is really lovely and strong. And we have the cockpit shower fitted just down to the port side here too. So, if we've been out of the boat having water sports and we're all salty, etc., then we can wash all of that off before we get back on board. How cool is that? Now, on the starboard side here, we've got the main companionway. Again, we can get into the cockpit, or we can take a nice, easy step up onto the starboard side deck here. We've got the grab rails just in the right place too, and we have a grab rail here as well, and one at the back of this sunbed also, so that if we're laying here, then we've got something to hold on to should it get a little bit bumpy, but let's hope it doesn't. We've got this lovely expansive sunbed here with lots of room for two at sea. Looks fantastic. Now, underneath this companionway here, we have a small locker for your bits and pieces, and if you come further in towards the cockpit, if I just raise this here, you can see this is the access down to the engine room. No problem there at all. Nice and easy to get to, one-handed operation, and we have a closing companionway door here as well to keep the kids and the pets in, and once that's closed you'll see access to the manual bilge pump operator. Now, once we're in here, we can see just what a beautiful place this is. We've got very light coloured upholstery. We've got fantastic looking deck. Now, we have the original teak decking, I believe, in the cockpit here, which goes all the way to this step here, and from there all the way around the back is flexi teak. So all looking great, and to me it looks in fantastic shape. Unusual for me to say that, but it's true. Really, really lovely. Now, just starting from the top, you can see we've got a bimini over us, and we've got nothing here and nothing here, and two sides attached. We do have a full cockpit tent for this boat, but at the moment, because it's such a hot day, we configure it thus. So we've got the wind blowing through there, so that's really, really rather handy, so we don't get too hot. But if we wanted to be warmer on a cold day, say if it's really windy and blustery and rainy, etc., or even snowy, then we could put it all back on, and we'd have another room out here that we could still use. So the moral of the story is flexibility, tailorability. You can do what you like to suit your own needs. Very nice indeed. Now, once we're into the cockpit, as I mentioned, we've got this lovely area here. We've got lots of entertaining room around here. We've got the U-shaped seating that you're sitting in the middle of. Nice big cockpit table in the middle. And if I just move this over, I won't do because the camera will go with it. We can double the size of the cockpit table. That moves up and down also. Very nice. Over on the starboard side here, we've got a wet bar, so if I lift the lid there, we've got a griddle forwards, and we've got running water there and a sink. Very nice and useful indeed. And if I open up here, you can see we have a small cockpit bar fridge there as well to keep those lemonades and G&Ts cool. And just on the aft end here, we've got quite a large locker there for your bits and pieces, and most owners will give those over to some kind of cleaning gear, etc., but you can do what you like. Just notice we have a window there, an opening window, which will allow air and ventilation down below to the aft cabin, which is lovely, but all in all, really, really spacious and light, and looks in great shape. But let's pick you up and move you over to this area here. And you're basically in the forward part of the helm station, so the helm will sit or stand here. We can sit here, or we can move the adjustable bolster up, and we can just sit and lounge there. Better view over the windscreen there. But to note, we have got a really, really excellent view through the windows all the way around the boat, so we can lord it over the neighbours because we're higher than them as well. We've got a great view out, lots of light coming in, and of course better for what's keeping at sea. Rule 5 of the coal regs that we all know. Lovely comfy looking seats. I can see down here we have an extinguisher, but looking around, we've got all the regular things that we'd come to expect from Fairline. We've got throttles, we've got the Volvo EDC system, so fly-by-wire, which I really love, bow thruster control, spotlight control, wheel steering obviously, tank content indicators, trim control, drive angle indicators, we've got radar here, and under here we've got depth and speed and autopilot here. stereo control, windlass, horn, electrics panel there, and you are sitting on what would be a quasi little, slightly old-fashioned nowadays, I suppose, nav station. But there is room there to put your emergency bits and pieces, your pilotage bits and pieces, your paper charts should you still use, although many people aren't opting to not use those these days. But over on the left hand side here, or the port side, you can see we've got a nice little lobby here and L-shaped seating, so we can use this as a chaise longue if we want. We've got cup holders there, and if we're sitting here we have something to hold on to, and also something to hold on to as we enter or exit the companionway, which is great. We have a glove box here for all your bits and pieces, your suntan lotions, your phones, etc. A window here for just light down below into the cabin below, and here we've got some more cup holders, and the companionway will just show you it's shaped, it's plexiglass, it's tinted as well, and it just opens very nice and easily like that, slides away. Once it's away, can't be damaged by the looks of it. Absolutely lovely. And then just to finish off, along the forward area of the cockpit here, you may or may not be able to see it, there's a small hatch here for light and ventilation down below, and we've got port engine and starboard engine coolant temperature, oil pressure, battery charging, port warnings, starboard warnings, and the port and starboard tachos and engine hours counters, although I believe the engine hours counters aren't working. But I do know that these engines have been looked after by one of our very well-known local marine engineers. And of course we have the compass there too. So I'll just put you back to the cockpit table where we began, and I'll sum up by saying that this has been Tim from Boatshed Yacht Brokers, just taking you for a quick tour of the beautiful cockpit of this Fairline Targa 40. Thanks for watching, and if you like looking at tours of boats in 3D, do go to our YouTube channel, Boatshed Brighton and Eastbourne Yacht Brokers, where there are hundreds of videos from the tiniest old fishing boat to the biggest, most luxurious gin palaces in Brighton and Eastbourne. Thanks for watching, see you soon.